With the Hansen Performance Threading System, the most integral part is our new tap. 9 out of 10 times when you're repairing a thread or threading a hole, you are using a tap. With our new taps, there are 3 features we want to talk to you about. The first one is the new geometry. With the new geometry that we've added to this tap, it's actually 20% more durable. It can actually take 20% more torque. The next feature we want to talk about is CVT. Now CVT stands for chip breaking technology. With chip breaking technology, it actually requires 30% less torque to break a chip. So when you're doing the right hand motion and you're threading your hole and you go backwards, you do the left hand motion to actually break your chips. It takes 30% less force to actually break those chips. That actually adds to the life of the tap and actually makes it more durable. The final thing we want to talk about is our self-alignment feature. With our self-alignment feature, we've actually changed the chamfer of the tap. We've taken a standard plug chamfer and moved it down the body of the tap. What that does, it gives us a cylinder of the exact diameter you need for the hole that you've already drilled. So now when you take that tap and you place it in the hole, it stands up straight up and down for you. You don't have to worry about messing with your tool to make sure it's straight up and down 90 degrees. With the Hansen Performance Threading System, not only added the alignment feature to our taps, we've also added to the dies. Current 1-inch hex dies are 3/8 of an inch thick. What we've done to these dies is add an extra 1/8 of an inch to it. With the Performance Threading System dies, now it's actually a 1/2 inch thick. One, that's more steel, so there's actually more steel behind us when you're cutting, so it's actually more durable. But 2, that 1/8 of an inch is an alignment plate. It takes the guesswork out for you. With a standard 1-inch hex die, when you take it and place it on the post, it's very difficult to get it aligned. Then if you take a die stock or some other type of tool and put that on there, it's even more difficult to make sure this is straight up and down. With our Hansen Performance Threading System self-alignment die, now when you place that on the post, it aligns itself straight every time. Again, taking the guesswork out and making the job easier for you. With the Hansen Performance Threading System, we have innovative taps and we have innovative dies. We also need tools to drive these products. Right now with the current program, this is our die stock. In order to use this die stock, it takes multiple steps. First, you take your die, drop it in place, tighten the set screw with the included miniature screwdriver or another screwdriver that you have on hand. Flip it over, loosen your set screws, adjust the alignment pins so that you can align this on the rod or stud that you're threading. Place it on the rod or stud, tighten it to where you think you need it, take it back off, tighten the thumb screws, place it back on the rod, and now you're able to start threading, and hopefully you can actually get it straight. With the new program, we have a brand new die stock. Since we've already built in the alignment to the dies, you can take the die, drop it in place, twist it, lock it, and you're ready to go. It lines itself up for you, and it's ready to use faster. Now with the old product, you had a 1-inch die stock, and you had a 5/8 inch die stock. With our Hansen Performance Threading System, all dies are 1-inch hex size, so you only need one die stock to drive all the different dies. Now another great thing about this tool is that it is backwards compatible. So dies that you have from your old system or old product, through the use of an adapter that comes with every drive tool kit, you can place that in, take your old die, place that in, and lock it in place. Now you're ready to thread with that as well. So just because you buy the brand new Hansen Performance Threading System drive tools doesn't mean you can't use the tools that you have in your toolbox currently. So that's for driving dies. But more often than not, when you're actually threading or repairing threads, you're actually using taps. Right now, if you're using taps, there's a 2-handed method when conditions are perfect and you have enough room. There's a 1-handed method if you actually need to get behind a machine or down inside an engine, but you still need to have it controlled. There's also Hansen adjustable tap sockets. What these allow you to do is use a socket or an extension bar and get down inside an engine and actually repair threads or create threads that way. So if you have very limited room, you can actually use an adjustable tap socket. With the Hansen Performance Threading System, we've essentially created the next generation of the adjustable tap socket. These are very versatile tools that allow you to use them in many applications. So if you have very little room or no room, you can still take our new adjustable tap socket, place it on your socket wrench or your extension bar, and get down deep inside an engine and use that to actually thread or repair. But if you have a little bit more room and you actually need a little bit more finesse, a little bit more control, you can take the included T-handle, place that inside the adjustable tap socket, and use that to create your threads or repair your threads. Now, if conditions are perfect, which they sometimes are, you can take your die stock, take your adjustable tap socket, place it in, lock it, and now you can use 2 hands, so you actually have the control. So in the previous system, we had 1 die stock, 2 die stocks, don't forget your miniature screwdriver, 1 tap handle, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tools total. With a new program, you just have your die stock, your 2 adjustable tap sockets, and your T-handle. So 4 tools. So half the tools that do actually more of the jobs you had in the previous program. With the Aero-Enhanced Performance Threading System, we have innovative taps, innovative dies, and innovative drive tools. We need cases to keep all these innovative products in. This is our current program. This is our Aero-Enhanced 76-piece tap and die set. It's a great complete set of all the different taps and dies you can need, housed in one box. With our new program, we've chosen to go after application-centric cases. We have 1 case for drive tools, another case for taps, another case for dies. This allows the user to take only what they need with them to the job. If they only need to work on standard, they're only going to be working with standard taps, they can bring only that with them to the job. If they're only working on metric dies, they can bring that with them to the job. They don't have to bring the entire case with them to a particular job. With each of these cases, there's also benefits within it. One thing is a clear lid. With our current cases, when it's closed, it's hard to see what's inside. There's no idea what's inside, what you're missing. With the new program, you can see exactly which taps you have, exactly which taps you need, exactly which taps you're missing, or which taps your buddy borrowed from. We've also changed the size of these cases. With our previous cases that are 3 inches thick, we've actually shrunk those down. With our new cases, they're only 1.5 inches thick. That fits in the smallest tool drawer of most toolboxes on the market. Another benefit that we've added to the cases that people have asked for many, many years is the actual sizes imprinted in the case. As you can see here, we've actually marked each individual tap. So you know exactly where each tap goes back to you when you're done using it, and you know where to find each tap in the case. Another thing about our Aero-Enhanced Performance Threading System cases is that they do nest together. These 5 cases here are actually the equivalent of what's in our Aero-Enhanced 76-piece set. You can see how the cases actually nest together, and they stack up pretty sturdy. But these sets actually take up about 60%. They only take up 60% of the room of our current set does. So when you actually lay out the pieces together, you get all the products are actually contained in the older sets and the older cases, but it takes up less room in the toolbox, which is good for the user, and it's also good for the distributor.